Hello, boys of class 10. Again, we have come for another online class of higher math. Today, we will do vector geometry. We will try to solve a creative question from this chapter. Let us start with the creative. Here, a figure is drawn L, M, N are a triangle and midpoints of LM and LN are S and T respectively. Number A, state the triangle law of vector addition. Number B, show in vector method that ST parallel MN and ST equals to half of MN. Number C, if the midpoints of sides SM and NT are D and E respectively in the trapezium SMNT, then prove in vector method that DE parallel ST. And number C, if midpoints of sides SM and NT are D and E respectively in trapezium SM and NT, then prove that in vector method DE parallel ST parallel MN and DE is equals to half of the sum of ST and MN. Now started the solution A, vector addition method of triangle law. If along two sides of a triangle two vectors are expressed as value and direction, then the third side of triangle in opposite direction express the sum of first two vectors. Let us explain this as with figure. In the figure, triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, if along AB and AC two vectors, along AB and BC two vectors U and V are expressed, then opposite direction, because if we go AB then BC, then the direction should be AC, but we have said it should be in opposite direction, so if it's expressed in AC, then it should be the summation of U plus B, that means AB plus BC equals to AC. That is the vector addition law of triangles addition. So that is number A. Now for B, we have already given that in triangle LMN, midpoint of LM and LN are S and T respectively. We have to prove that the joining of two midpoints should be parallel of the third side, and in value it should be half of the third side. Since S is the midpoint of LM and T is the midpoint of LN, so we can write LS equal to MS equal to half of LM and LT equal to TN equal to half of LN. According to triangles law, vector triangles law of addition, in LMN we can write LM plus MN equals to LN. So MN can be expressed as LN minus LM, giving it in equation number 1. Again, in triangle LST, if we write LS plus ST equal to LT, if we express ST, then we can write LT minus LS. What is the value of LS? LS means half of LM and LT means half of LN. So half, if we take common, then it can be written as LN minus LM. And now from equation 1 we can write LN minus LM is MN. So it becomes half of MN. So ST equals to half of MN. Now the vector of ST is equals to half of vector of MN. Now if we expressed is in value, then it can be written ST equal to half of MN. But when two vectors are written like this, that means they are equal of some portion, then either their supports are equal, supports are same, or they are parallel. But from the figure it is very clear that ST and MN are not on the same supporting line. So we can say ST and MN are not on the same line, they are parallel. So the vectors supporting line of vectors ST and MN are parallel. So ST parallel MN. Now already have proved ST equal to half of MN. So that concludes the proof of number B. Now for number C, given that D and E are the midpoints of Sm and Tn respectively. So we have to prove that joining of the midpoints is parallel to the parallel sides of trapezium, and in value it should be sum of half of the sum of parallel sides. Now in B of this creative questions we have already proved St equal to half of Mn, so we will use this one. Now St equal to, we can write St equal to LT SL plus LT, if we write in according to vectors triangle law, SL plus LT equal to ST. Now SL can be written as DL minus DS, and LT can be written as LE minus TE. So DL and LE can be written together, and taking minus in common we can write DS plus TE together, keeping it in one equation. And now just look, DL and LE express DE by vectors addition law of triangle. So DL plus LE becomes DE, so we can write ST equal to DE minus DS plus TE. Again Mn can be written like ML plus Ln. Now ML can, what can we write instead of ML? MD plus DL, and Ln can be written as LE plus En. Now DL plus LE becomes DE, and MD plus En stay to in a bracket, MD plus En. Now look, if D is the midpoint of MS, then we can write MD and SD are equal, so instead of MD we can write DS in vector form, and E is the midpoint of TN, so we can write instead of NE we can write EA, instead of EN we can write TE in the vector form. So instead of MD plus En we can write DS plus TE. So in Mn it becomes Mn equals to DE plus DS plus TE. Now DE, we know D, so we can, if we add ST and Mn, we find twice of DE, and the bracket term DS and TE is once positive, another time it is negative, so it cancel each other. So ST plus Mn becomes 2DE. So we can write DE equals to half of ST plus Mn. Now these two vector summation is equals to DE, half of the vector summation of ST plus Mn equals to DE. So either their supporting line should be same or they are parallel. But from figure it is clear that ST, DE and Mn are not on the same line, so they are parallel. And in magnitude, DE equals to half of ST plus Mn. So that concludes the proof of problem C. So this is a creative problem and we have made it solve. This type of creative will come in exam, so please try this type of problem at home. I think this will be beneficial for you, and if you face any kind of problem, feel free to comment. Next we will do another topic, creative from another topic, and solve it. I think this will help you a lot. So thank you boys.